Prime Minister Justin Trudeau met with both Poland's Prime Minister and its President today, political foes on many issues, but united on one, determination to resist Russian aggression, whether against Ukraine or against their own country.
Within the next couple of years or months, said Donald Tusk, the Prime Minister, we have to reach defense capacities regarding production and all kinds of weapons that will really exceed the Russian capacities. Otherwise, Europe will be subject to Russian aggression.
Poland is arming itself at a faster rate than any other country in NATO. It spends over 4% of its GDP on defense, about 3 times the proportion of Canada. And its defense minister has said that if Poland feels the Russian threat is getting worse, it's ready to double that number.
And since we took office in 2015, we've made commitments to increase our defense spending by 70%.
But Canada is still only at about 1.3% of GDP. It's tried to make up for that by focusing on the kind of spending allies notice.
We continue to support and appreciate the many additional commitments to defense and defense spending and defense preparedness that Canada has made.
But U.S. Ambassador to Canada, David Cohen, says those projects don't make up for the underlying issue. Canada spends less than its allies.
I don't think Canada has any interest in being that kind of an outlier in NATO.
But the pressure on Trudeau is coming from allies, not from the opposition at home. The opposition leader's office says a future Poilievre government will work towards meeting Canada's NATO spending commitment of 2% of its GDP.
Working towards 2% is very similar to the language the Trudeau government uses to assuage its allies. But those allies, especially here in the eastern part of NATO, increasingly want to see more than working towards. They want to know exactly when Canada is going to get there. Evan Dyer, CBC News, Warsaw.